Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be my favorite death metal CDs that I own from Czechia, from Slovakia, from Austria, and I have one band from Hungary, starting with this Absurd Conflict Split CD with Depressive Reality. This CD I was really impressed by. I think it's really great. It's a great listen. I checked out Depressive Reality, and this was probably their best material that I found. Next up, we've got a band called Cerebral Turbulency. I never did figure out, what's going on with this album cover, but it's a brutal death metal, and it's quite pounding, nice, brutal. It's old. It's on Leviathan Records, which is a really great record label. I like a lot of the bands on Leviathan Records. Excellent record label. So, nice, brutal album. Next band called Crusher. They had two albums that were really good. To the Core album is really good, and a little more rare, but very, very good, is their Daymers album. This is some great Czech death metal. Really great CD. Next up, the band Krabathor. So, anything by Krabathor, pretty much. Dissuade Truth, the Orthodox album. Lies is excellent. So one of the best ones is Lies, and also a little bit more rare is their EP called The Rise of Brutality. That one's fantastic. The Rise of Brutality. Like that. War Records. And then I do have their debut album, and that is just awesome. I mean, the debut Krabathor is a total death metal gem right there. Next up, we got the band Melancholy Pessimism. Now, they have a few albums, but this one in particular I had, and it's fantastic. Melancholy Pessimism, Inconsistent World. And this is a wonderful album. That's excellent. Definitely recommended this album. Brutal and awesome. Next up, Murrain, The Famine. So again, pretty straightforward, but, good, tight death metal on this one. Next up, Pathologist. They have two albums. I found this one to be the better of the two. They're both really good. Obviously, taking from Carcass here. Did come with this red inlay tray. Pathologist from Czechia. And then finally, from Czechia, I love the band Tortharry. I'm a big fan of this kind of quirky stuff. Let's see, Vibrian from Argentina was another band that was kind of like that. Book of Dreams, kind of difficult to get. Great album, though. And When the Memories Are Free. This used to be available for a relatively good price, but yeah, both of these albums from Tortharry. Next, we're going to move into my death metal from Slovakia. Morbid. Nvidia album from Morbid. That's pretty easy to listen to. Next up, Craniotomy. Just like that Melancholy Pessimism that I mentioned, Craniotomy is a good, brutal death metal. It's not cut out, it can't be eaten. From Craniotomy. That's nice Slovakian stuff right there. A death metal gem, and should be a classic album, is Dehydrated Ideas album. That's a fantastic, really, really good Slovakian death metal right there. Just as notable is the band Dementor. I thought Enslaved a Week was really good, and I thought The Art of Blasphemy is awesome. It's on Quabla Records. And so Dementor was really good. I didn't really care for the one with the red cover. These two I thought were fantastic. Kind of a rare thing. Just throwing this in with my rarities is Look to Forget by Dissonance. Erythrosi, Incomplete Minds. Another kind of, known album. I did go ahead and get the other one called Delight, and I thought this one was pretty good too. And then more of a thrasher, but really good, is Gladiator, Designation. That one sounds kind of like Sepultura. And then another thrasher is Section Brain, Hospital of Death. It's on MAB Records. Okay, we're going to move into our Austrian gems. From Austria, band Belphegor, Last Supper, and Bloodbath in Paradise. Now this is the slimline Bloodbath in Paradise, and this is total death metal. Total death metal. I mean, back when Belphegor was just death metal, the first two releases. The rest of it I keep in my black metal section, but these two are awesome death metal. There's the spines on those. Yeah, this photo's pretty awesome too. Okay. Keep moving forward with Austria. The Depression split. Looks like this. Cool album. Disastrous Murmur. Rhapsody in Red. I think this is available in a couple different versions. Mine looks like this. That's a death metal classic right there. Another band that I just love, absolutely love, from Austria is Disharmonic Orchestra. Avant-garde death metal kings in this album here. I won't even pronounce it. You guys know Disharmonic Orchestra. They're awesome. Next up we have a rare gem called Impurity, Bloodbath Massacre. And I got this from the band, and it was their last copy. Impurity, Bloodbath Massacre. That one's brutal and awesome, a rare gem that I have. Miasma Changes. I like this edition because it actually has a spine. I do realize that the other versions have a black spine, not very exciting. Miasma Love Songs. And the other kings of Austria, Pungent Stench. Been Caught Buttering. And the debut is For God Your Soul, For Me Your Flesh. Like that. Okay. Here is my US edition. This is the first one that I had. I had that one for a long time. And then I'll be honest, this one here, I don't even have the CD for it. It was just like, cover only, $5. Sure, I'll take it just for the cover art. Hell yeah. Rare gem, Skull Crusher, The Dark Side of Humanity. Their next album from Skull Crusher is pretty good too. Pretty easy to listen to, but I think this one is their gem. And then finally, one band from Hungary, and you guys are going to like this one. Age of Agony. Follow the Way of Hate. This is just slamming. Sounds much like Bolt Thrower, and just awesome. Hungarian, Age of Agony, Follow the Way of Hate. Thanks for watching.